a tanky Void build where he goes like S and Y or something like that at some point to try to make that feel less effective. But they've got really good combos over on the unique side as well. Inkswell with Centaur is amazing. Inkswell with Juggernaut is amazing. They've got Rubik to initiate. Their disables are a little bit delayed. Like if your opponents have BKBs, it's a little bit hard to chain stun them, but their lanes should also be really strong. So there's good things on both lineups, but I think the PuckChamp lineup looks a lot like there's gonna be a lot more cool like synergy kills where they all jump on the same guy.
Purge is so excited he had an extra kill in there. Should be a good game, but again, I really love the Grimstroke Shard. It did get a slight nerf. I believe it's like 10% less with the heal coming out now, but like you said, they've got some really good ways to initiate, and that Rubik is going to be eyeballing Sand King. Whenever he can steal that Burrow Strike, he's going to want that. That is one of the best spells to steal, in my opinion, on a Rubik.
Are there any bad spells to steal this game, actually? Phase Shift, Mana Drain, Icarus Dive, that's about it. That's like I can like barely name good abilities to steal. I mean, Dream Coil is amazing, Supernova is amazing, Burrow Strike's amazing, Chronosphere is amazing, Time Walk is really good.
If you give away the Supernova, you deserve to fall to it. Let's be really honest here.
That's true. That's very true. Yeah. So he could have a good game. We'll see. Steal some good spells, and it is a similar-ish play style to Lina. You play around your allies, you get disable initiations, you do damage, disable follow-ups, that kind of thing. Definitely can be good.
Can you lift? So if you get the Rubik Shard, can you lift out of Chrono, or is everything just permanently stuck in that?
That's something I would probably need to test. Usually, like movement-based abilities on your allies in Chrono like stops you.
Because you used to be able to cookie, I think, out, but you can't do that any longer.
Yeah, I believe that usually your movement is restricted while you're in there, so I'd be really surprised if you could throw somebody out.
God, imagine if you could, though. That'd be definitely worth it whenever there was a Faceless Void.
Yeah, I mean, that shard's already decent.
The spin is out, and they put a decent amount of damage here over on the PuckChamp heroes here in this top lane. But it does leave Palantimos a little bit vulnerable now. He's going to take some full damage here from those Flame Spirits.
That's okay. It's worth it though. They force out Sandstorm. It doesn't gets used defensively, not offensively, so it's gonna make Palantimos' last hits easier. And just starting that off right away is gonna put their abilities on cooldown, and means that they're gonna be up a little faster to harass their opponents.
And this is what BSJ was saying. He's very concerned about the fact that Ghostic is just gonna be allowed to basically free farm this entire lane.
Yeah, he's going to have a good time for sure. Line 5 is definitely the lesser common way to play it. Almost everybody's been playing line 4 instead, so you can be aggressive. So playing as the 5 means that your disables are going to be harder to execute because it's less likely that you're going to have Blink Dagger or Aether Lens at a good timing. But, you know, yeah, your raw HP is not amazing. You know, attacking Centaur is not really going to do much. But on the bright side, Void should be fine in this lane. So they'll just get some levels and maybe do some rotations and maybe have a good game.
So what lane would you say is the most critical? I almost tried to say crucial and critical at the same time. Both those things. But anyways, is the one that, you know, really has to pop off for the side of PuckChamp here while this Void takes his time and starts to really, you know, get the items necessary to carry this game.
I think the lane that'll be most interesting is probably the top lane here. Could be kills on both sides. Look at this. Actually getting a little pressured, goes to TP to his tower instantly. 100 gold lost. But yeah, it could go both ways. Sand King had an amazing performance last time he played and made the hero look really valuable. Maybe it won't be quite the same this game, but we'll see. And then they could definitely get kills on their opponents as well. Jug plus Grimstroke is a scary lane, so I don't really see anybody dying in the mid lane unless there's some major mistakes. FN will get pressured, but he's got great armor. He'll be farming, eating them creeps. You know how it goes.
I feel like Melis is going to have a more difficult time this time around just because, yes, he can get the jump on people, but if that Inkswell is available, he's got to skedaddle very, very fast and get away. Otherwise, he's going to end up falling very, very quickly.
Yeah, Yule Scepters, Glimmer Capes will be really effective this game. It's a little bit of harass here on Sand King. He was so ready for that one. Really nicely done. Felt that was going to be the moment they go aggressive. He ends up making the Inkswell wasted.
Well, there it is. There's the first blood. That's a classic
most likely
lane.
The lift, throw them into the big scary horse man. Gives you the hoof stomp and the damage fall. So yeah, not too surprising that the kill happens there.
You think when Centaur gets boots, does he only wear them on his 2 back hooves, or do you think he wears them on all of his hooves?
He puts it on his horseback and it just sits there. I'm
On
pretty
his
sure.
back?
Yeah,
That's
it just
silly,
sits there.
Purge.
Yeah.
That makes
I
zero
mean,
sense.
A shoe doesn't exactly fit on a horse's foot.
They do when they're special horseshoes.
You're saying that every boot magically transforms for the wearer?
Have you noticed that this game is magic and there's a fairy in it? Hello? Purge?
Look, they're just. I'm just saying I could have really used a shoe shop in the Dota anime to really explain some of these unanswered questions. That's all.
All right, that's a fair point. That's definitely fair.
Like what if it was like a shoe shop and all they had in there was brown boots, and they were like completely different types, like some for like horses, you know, some that would basically solve our problem.
God, we need that to be canon. Can we get that in season 2?
Yeah, we do.
We need that for book 2.
Probably.
That's scary actually that Astro went in for the Icarus dive there because that's not going to be available for a little bit
He wanted
now.
to hit the healing ward. Why? Oh, good. Effectively did a bunch of damage with that.
Valentimos will be able to land the Inkswell, but doesn't want to get too crazy here.
Yeah, he was a little scared about a Burrow Strike response with Fire Spirits. Could have taken a lot of damage, but not bad. They're handling this really well on the PuckChamp side. They've been clearly experienced against this dual lane. You have to like just read your opponent's minds a little bit, and they've been doing that.
Again, these are some of those heroes that they feel very, very comfortable on the side of PuckChamp, so I'm sure that helps out quite a bit. Top lane, spin coming out again. This time, this little Phoenix is silenced up with the Phantom's Embrace, and
Well done.
they'll be able to go and collect themselves a kill.
Yep, came forward a little bit too much, gets the silence off, and by the time his silence gets removed, the Inkswell finishes him off. So nice kill there. 2 kills now for Unique, but everything's going okay. Lots of last hits on Void, lots of last hits on Centaur as well, but Jug's a little bit lower, about 8 lower here. Oh, and Void is going for the Battle Fury. His evolution is complete, guys. That's how you make Void good, I guess. Ooh.
Oh, to call us? No, the final hit comes out. Down goes Lion. And no, the Void has to play a little bit more carefully in this lane when he doesn't have that save.
He'll be fine. He's got Ring of Health and Time Walk, so as long as he gets a little bit more healed, he'll be okay here. Desperate looking for a rune, doesn't get it. On the other side, Phoenix picking up the illusion.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And spotting out these stacks that have been created as well for the Jug. Girl probably would like to do something with that, but they'll use the Inkswell and perhaps get the stun off. No, Melee's Burrow striking away. It's going to be the Icarus dive. These illusions are helping out quite a bit here. Can Slayer get the denial up?
Yeah.
No.
Those are amazing. Great. The blocking, the vision, just accomplished so many things here. Now they're going to try to steal these stacks. Not going to be hard.
Nope. No, it's not. I was thinking, you know, oh, it's too bad that they didn't still have the Flame Spirits, but they have solutions. They can take it. FN's not happy about this, though. Taking notes. Oh, he go and uses the Doom on the Phoenix. All right, he wants something out of this. Should be an easy enough kill unless somebody comes in and denies the poor bird, but doesn't look like that'll be the case.
Okay. I mean, I'm not too upset about that. Like his likelihood of killing Puck in a Doom is pretty low. Puck's not going to make that obvious mistake. He cleans up the large camp as well, gets a little bit of a level out of it. This is fine. I mean, his main goal and the way that Dooms are playing right now is they just devour a lot of creeps. They don't die because their armor's pretty decent. They get regen from the bottle, and then they just, you know, buy important items, and they become a regular Doom. So as a mid player, like getting a free kill like that, like he probably wasn't going to use Doom anyways, so picking up 1 support on the map, totally reasonable use of your time.
What's the phrase, a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush?
I believe that's correct, yes.
That is very topical here, you know? If they're just going to present themselves to you and you have the chance to use the Doom, get yourself
I don't know if I want to
kill.
put... I don't want to put Phoenix in my hand, though. That sounds...
It would probably burn
way
you.
to take damage.
Yeah. I don't
Maybe
think Phoenix
Doom,
would
though.
fit in your hand either. I think that's a very large bird.
Yeah, your analogy is falling apart by the second.
I wasn't going
bottle.
literally, Purge.
Sounded like you were.
Why are you like this? Top lane, though. See, they have vision on melees here. If they want to try to make something happen, that sentry ward is giving them plenty of vision. Got quite a few of them over on the side. Right now, Doom top of the net worth, followed very shortly by the Centaur.
So Void transitioning into the jungle, very far away from his Battle Fury still, but with the Ring of Health, and once he starts getting neutral items, he'll probably be fine to lane sustain here. This is going to leave Line solo against Ghostic. This is that point of the game where Centaur gets insane net worth. He's got 68 last hits, by the way, maxed out Retaliate. He's got a Vanguard and a Ring of Health. He is just going to take this tower by himself, pretty much.
I mean, there's not much that they can do about this. Top lane, Melee's perhaps a bit too far here. The spin, and they're not going to be able to quite be able to land the Inkswell, so just going to teleport out, easy peasy.
He's doing a really good job against the Inkswell, consistently just burrow striking defensively to get away from the explosion, makes Slayer's acceleration not as extreme. So Juggernaut's still doing fine, but he's not doing as fine as the Faces Void is. So.
The Stampede coming out because they used that Dream Coil over here on the side, but it looks like Bignum might actually survive this as FN looking. There's going to be the Chronosphere coming out from Krylot. And he's so tanky, though. I'm not sure they can really do a whole heck of a lot. Plus, with that Inkswell, they might be able to burst him down, though. Do they have it? No, it's a double Inkswell. It's looking so good. They need another hit over to FN, and they just don't have it. They turn back around. They kill Krylot. The Sunray coming in from Astral, not going to be able to do quite enough as the South gets tossed over onto FN. Palantimos, he's hungry, he's looking, but they've already made this rotation. It looks like they're going to push out the wave and perhaps maybe put some pressure on the tower.
And a regen. Wow, that healing ward absolutely saving his life there. Taking his HP up while Puck went for him, but I'm most surprised he didn't use Doom on the Puck or something like that. But it looked fine for him to turn there with the Inkswell, but then that bash from Void came up. Oh, it goes for him.
Yeah, he had already used the Waning Rift. Yeah, it's too easy. They're making it too easy for FN right now.
Man, this game is so different just from the fact that Doom lived there. If he dies, Puck doesn't get killed. But now with the swing around the other way, wow. Amazing that he's able to keep his life up. Great TP from Jug. If Jug doesn't TP there, Doom doesn't get that kill, doesn't get the pressure, just completely different game.
Yeah, he just happened to wander through that area. I think he was looking at the Lion originally, but you know, if Puck's gonna just sit that low in that area, why not? Another Dream Coil gets used over on the mid lane. Rubik, so it's time this will snap, so they'll end up losing the Rubik, but they've put the pressure on the mid lane. There's not a whole heck of a lot they can do. All right, yeah, they can do that. They go in for the epicenter and the egg, but bottom lane, Jug was playing with the Dekals a little bit, just wants a little bit of space. Now the egg is down, and so is the epicenter. I think you just go right back in.
Yep, this is the power of Centaur, certainly in this position. You just help force down the mid tower like some other offlaners. The Sandstorm is going to make it harder.
Yeah, but look at
the
FN.
blink on Melis.
FN don't care. They've got everything they need to go and find the Sand King. There's a decent amount of damage too coming out over into FN thanks to the Sunray, but again, they're just gonna take down the tower, and these two big tanky boys, Ghostic and FN, are gonna be able to walk away.
What, man, what an insane 3 minutes there for Unique now. And the crazy part is Doom got 2 regen runes there, and he had healing wards, so his amount of HP was insane. He didn't even have a hood, that's why they focused on him, but still way too survivable to be killed. And now it just feels like Doom was the perfect pick. Like, Puck does have damage, but it's not the most. Works better against lower HP heroes, and now Doom just feels invulnerable.
Yeah, they pick some big tanky boys here. Pair off, and Slayer's had very nice positioning this entire time. And again, it's gonna be a while before this Faceless Void is ready to fight. He has not finished that Battle Fury yet. They go, they smoke up. Rubik also has the Burrow Strike, which is, like we said, the spell if you are a Rubik player.
Yeah, that's gonna feel good. He's got extra cast. It's level 3 too. He's got a cast range from Arcane Supremacy, so a lot of disable and damage coming from him. They're going to rotate to the top lane. There is a Chronosphere, but Void doesn't have his Battle Fury yet.
They can get the jump.
They do have Doom, though.
FN.
Can they get him?
Melee stomps up. Follow up with the Burrow Strike, though. The Silence. They get them tethered together.
Good
They'll find a kill on FN. But over on the backside, Ghostic managing to go and just slow them down here, as they'll be able to save Bignum to jump back in yet again here. Can they get this kill? It's looking pretty gosh darn good as they get Ghostic and they manage to clean up Slayer on the backline. So a wonderful fight going for PuckChamp.
is their amazing team fight. Most importantly, the burrow that comes on the Doom before Doom's the Sand King. Very crucial because it sets up their spells. They get all of their abilities off, and then Faces Void gets to follow up with a great chrono. It was slightly hampered from the Soulbind from Grimstroke, but they just cleaned up with all of their abilities.
It felt like a hesitation.
That's the crazy team fight.
Did you feel that a little bit?
No.
Yeah.
It was not. I mean, he jumps out of the trees. It takes a bit to cast Doom. Burst Strike is instant. It's almost always going to hit you first. Just great reaction.
Ooh. It's a nice hex, a nice everything here. It's going to allow the Faceless Void to run away.
That was level 4 Sunray. I did not do that much damage there to the Centaur. It's a very tanky guy. Still, the game is going great. 4K gold advantage for Team Unique. Juggernaut has finished his Battle Fury. Faces Void is just about to get it now. So slight net worth advantage on the Jug, but not as much as it was before, certainly.
We'll be interested now to see how they want to respond, knowing that Chronosphere is down. FN does have to be a little bit careful here. Does have the backup, though, in the form of Slayer.
They got most of the big objectives already, right? They got safe lane tower, or technically their off lane tower. They've killed the enemy mid tower. They lost their safe lane, but that was because that fight went so bad. The other thing that's kind of crucial is that this game Centaur finished Hood before going Blink because there's just too much magic damage on the enemy team. So him getting into the fight is going to be slightly delayed here. But for now, they're just going to hit creeps a bit. Almost BKB on Doom is going to change things a lot too. So their next team fight is going to go a lot stronger as long as Doom gets his BKB up.
Yeah, I think it's going to become very, very difficult for them to output enough damage to take down some of these larger lads, as we've been saying. With the center, of course, having the Hood, the fact that Doom is just innately tanky, and then again, later on, you know, just negating all that magical presence coming out from the side of PuckChamp is going to make things very difficult because Krillette is just going to take a while before he's going to have that decent damage online. But they're looking, they're hunting. They're smoked up on both sides here. Ships passing the night, desperate, popping the smoke. The lift immediately. BKB comes out. FN, he's not able to get the Doom off. That is the BKB, the 9-second, fresh 9-second BKB charge.
Hesitated just a little bit there on dooming the puck, and as a result, he gets out. The lift from Rubik is not very long on level 1, so they lose the kill. And BKB in use, maybe the enemy team can pressure now. I mean, they still have lots of magic damage. They still got Epicenter.
They do, and they also now will have the Chronosphere up and running, so if they do decide they'd like to take a fight, they've got plenty of damage that they can throw into that Chronosphere, especially with the BKB down now.
Do you see the itemization that Phoenix is going? Have you gotten this build before? I know you play Phoenix a lot.
Let's see. Nope.
Refresher first item? No? Never done that? Okay.
No, I'm pretty sure I would get reported for griefing if I did that in my pubs.
It's kind of cool. I mean, you could potentially do 2 Sunrays, or just, you know, full combo plus double Supernova. The enemy team does not have good egg hitters outside of Juggernaut. Juggernaut's very good at it with spin, but the rest of the heroes not good at slapping eggs. So, I mean, it could be really effective, and there aren't that many like silences and stuff. Normally you need to protect yourself from a silence, but his team is so mobile and good at initiating, he can always follow up. So in some senses, like having this refresher means that they can always fight.
Oh, FN, he is just wrong place, wrong time. The Sunray, they use the Chronosphere. And that's Doom they don't have to worry about. And it's going to be a Grimstroke they don't have to worry about as well. Very nice smoke coming out from the side of PuckChamp.
They're just reading their opponents really well. It's not just a smoke, it's that they like teleported ahead of time knowing that there was going to be a catch there. I guess they had a ward. They probably saw him rotate through it as what happened. But yeah, great kill. Cost them a Chronosphere, but Doom dead for 20 seconds should give them this tower. Ooh, Glyph's going to elongate this. Though. They might be able to...
They have Blink on Ghost Stick as well, although with the silence coming out, oh, the finger! Big Num is toast. Palantima still waiting nearby. They could still go in. You can hear they're thinking about lining it up. They jump forward immediately over onto the Void, but Stampede will come out. They'll back off. They'll try to reposition. The Doom is joining the fight very, very shortly. Melee's just a little bit too early now, and now he has a Phantom's Embrace, so he is going to be sacrificed over on the back lines. They'll get the kill onto Kalis as Palantimos goes and uses the Omni Slash, and they're running right into the Roche Pit. There is no Epicenter they have to worry about. There's no Chronosphere, no Dream Coil. This is the Roche that belongs to Unique.
Most likely, yeah. Kind of looked like a great movement by PuckChamp, but yeah, Senking did not need to die for that last hit. It was not. I mean, he got some gold out of it, of course, but like, not a good play because now they get to take Roche. Let him get the deny, you know?
I was wondering if he was trying to just time his stun just perfectly there, but Ghostic, the Inkswell was trying to do a cheeky play here with Desperate. The orb getting tossed in. They're getting low. The Icarus dive in.
Big Hex.
It's going to be Astral who snatches it up. So definitely a worthwhile steal, as it looks like Slayer barely going to be able to walk away. Phoenix back up, and Shuki's going to try to use that Sun Ray to do anything right here, but the BKB over on FN will allow him to stay alive a little bit longer. Krylat, he's just too far in. He needs to be careful. Can they close the gap on him? They're just chasing after him, but they don't have the lockdown right now. It's not available. They don't have that Inkswell.
Not bad at all for PuckChamp. Stealing the Aegis. I mean, he got doomed and Puck ends up dying, but not a terrible trade considering. Still net worth disadvantage, of course, and Juggernaut's going to finish his SNY before the Faces Void likely will. But no, he's actually going Yasha into BKB instead, which is definitely important. He needs magic immunity when he jumps in. Let's take a look at the fight once again here. We're going to see a Dream Coil whiffed on the left side, but very importantly, dives in. Oh, Jug was stunned by Roshan, so he couldn't pick up the Aegis. That hurt things. So here comes the Puck ulti that doesn't catch Centaur. He ends up phase shifting the stun, of course, but on the right side, he ends up getting doomed and silenced here. And then the Sun Rage is not going to be effective. BKB gets popped and Void jumps in, but if he had Chrono here, it obviously would have been amazing, but nope, sorry, 160 seconds, good luck. The fact that he was able to survive was pretty remarkable. Still surprised on that, but...
They just didn't have the lockdown there, though. If they had any form of lockdown available, they would have gotten the kill. Less in the top lane. That Stampede just a little bit too late here in the center. Again, he's tanky, so he can afford to go and snap that Dream Coil, but he does have to run for his life.
That ward again. That ward has now killed Doom 2 times. They caught him farming at the medium camp. They got close and did the blink epi with the Sable follow-up. So Stampede was just not going to save him. So big kill. Now he's dead for 30 seconds. They get to pressure the map once again. Now their opponents are on the back foot.
They're sitting very patiently trying to pincer, and in fact, they indeed managed to do it. A good stomp, though, coming out from Ghostic. There's the Current off again as they have the finger melees. Nice. Oh, but there's the Chronosphere and the egg, the dream coming true here as Ghostic just gets wailed on by Krylat. They'll turn back around the silence over into Valentimus. The egg will pop, and that's gonna be a dead Juggernaut. Void
does die, though. Not great for them. Ultimately, good skill usage, though. Slayer dropping the ulti on Sanking. By doing that, it binds him, and I believe it prevents him from using Burrow Strike, even if he's not latched to somebody else. So, but I was a little surprised he didn't do the Burrow Strike follow-up on Centaur. He let himself get stunned. It was kind of weird. But kills for kills. Chronosphere gets used. Doom is off cooldown. Not bad for Unique. Gold advantage is still up. They can go back to eating creeps and pressuring the map.
I mean, it definitely... could have gone worse. They could have not ended up getting that kill on the Faceless Void, but let's go back and take a look at that. So again, everything.
So here he goes, not burrowing. I think he expected, yeah, he was expecting, I think he expected Hex from Lion, but Lion was low mana was the issue. So it was just a miscommunication. He expected Lion to disable follow-up. He didn't go for it. He thought he could save Burrow Strike. Then it was too late. But Egg was excellent. Able to kill the Juggernaut here is wonderful for them, but losing the Void as well makes it feel a little bit more bittersweet.
I'm sure Bignum is giggling to himself there, very happy with his contributions. But another smoke gets used coming out from the side of Unique. They've got FN. He would love to actually, you know, use Doom for a change instead of getting jumped on.
He's a great initiator now. He's got War Stomp.
Stampede. Where are they running, though? Oh, they're running towards Ducalis. It's just the position 5. I think they much rather... Oh, okay, the find on the Phoenix here in the top lane will also be a nice addition. I think what they really wanted was the Puck, though. And they do still manage to find him, but they just don't have enough lockdown. Not when it's just Ghostic there.
Yeah, unfortunately, FN started running to the left instead. If he had stayed with Ghostic, he would have been able to get Doom off and get the Puck kill there. So a little bit of miscoordination. But either way, still very good for them. Now pressuring the tier 1 tower. Jug is a piece into his Ags. We take a look at Void. He is still trying to finish his Battle Fury. His net worth is actually pretty comparable, but just feels like his item timings are just a little bit less effective. He needs BKB to feel safe. Jug is not in that position, thus he can be more aggressive in these moments.
I almost had a heart attack. He said Battle Fury, and I was like, I'm pretty sure he has his Battle Fury, right? Did he get rid of it? What did he do? But yes, it is the BKB. He's almost got completed. And we do have a Blink Dagger picked up for now on Rubik. So even nicer steals here coming out for Bignum. Hopefully, if it goes according to his plans.
Finger of Death.
The Finger of Death is
20 seconds
fantastic.
here.
I mean, that's what got them the kill on the Faceless Void.
Like, guys, we need to smoke. I only have 10 seconds with this.
Gotta get some more stacks.
And they're like, but let me hit this one creep camp. He's screaming on his mic because now his finger's gone. I'd be mad. It's gone. Good luck. Well, there goes 600 damage, assholes. You know, report.
That's an Overwatch case right there. You just get that in your bin and you're just like, I'm not sure about this one, guys. I'm not sure if that counts, but big smoke on smoke action. Who is going to find who?
Void.
Melee's the pop forward. Ghost Stick jumping forward immediately. They want to try to just take it out. And again, beautiful. Just the Chronosphere egg combo, but they are held together. And this is not looking great here as Melee's is the first one to fall. The egg does indeed go off. Ghost Stick, he pops Stick though. He's actually still alive. And they do manage to get the Doom down as they go and take out two heroes here. Palantino's fighting Desperate and Astral. The hunt is on for Takalis. He is just a little old lion, but they've had enough of his shenanigans and they want to just erase him. The jump forward here from Ghost Stick, the double edge. Down goes Takalis, and the only person left standing is Faceless Void.
Very cool team fight. Mistakes basically by PuckChamp to approach in that situation. It was very smart on the Unique side to stand on that cliff because then the smoke breaks when they have vision and their opponents don't. Sand King then Burrow going up because he didn't have vision. He gets initiated on. He almost dies right away, but the Chronosphere buys him time. But then the follow-up problem was that the Earth Spike steal from Rubik guaranteed the disable, I believe, on Void and the Phoenix right before Phoenix was able to use Refresher and go for a second egg or something else. So kind of just better positioning and great skill usage there by Unique to win that fight.
It's all about pressing the buttons, as the boy said earlier on the panel. And there it is, the Burrow Strike, the Epicenter plus the Sunray plus the Puck joining in, but the BKB comes out from FN. And that's a big old demon who's just sashaying away. No Roche up just yet, though.
Healing Ward will get him healed. Going for the Shiva's card next will be great. Limit some of the healing. But mostly just to help him initiate and slow enemy heroes. The Void is going for his Sanj next. That way, if he gets doomed in any of these fights, he's going to have a good time queuing up Lincoln's afterwards. We'll see if he picks up his like shard or anything like that afterwards. But right now, his single target damage is a little bit lacking. His Chronospheres have been good, but I can't help but think that I wish he had a little bit more damage than a Lincoln's afterwards. But you kind of do need it if he does get doomed in the late game when his net worth is really high. He is certainly the target to hit with that.
Feels like there's just so many items that this Faceless Void needs to pick up in order for PuckChamp to have enough damage and just survive half the time as well. I have to say, though...
But that's just because of Doom.
True. I do have to say, though, the Egg and Chronosphere combos have been so nice coming out from the side of PuckChamp. They've really helped a lot in these battles, and I think that's really what's kind of helping staunch a little bit of this bleeding. But
yeah, for sure. Phoenix is past 12 now, so he's got level 2 Supernova. He's queuing up a shard. That'll give him Sunray during Supernova, and that's what's really going to change things. That he can layer these twice. 2 Sunrays, 2 Supernovas in a row. Like, it's pretty safe for him to do that, because by the time the first egg explodes, it buys him 2.5 seconds of the next duration of Supernova. So this could be really sick if he does get to play on the outside of the fights while all of his team initiates. I'm really excited to see if he gets the combo to work.
Well, they're on the hunt now. Trying to do some wrapping movement. The blink forward from Takalis drops the ward. These sentries right on top of each other. Ghost Stick. Looks like he is going to be the one who gets jumped on here as they channel up the epicenter, and they'll follow up with the Sun Ray. Get the silence off, and that is one very distant. Oh, they follow up. They get the double doom and the double finger. The lift up as they go right in here. They just obliterate Melee's. Melee's buying back. Egg will pop off to the side. They weren't able to quite do much, but again, they have a second egg if necessary. Slayer has been left behind, though. Desperate should be able to blink away at him. I'm not sure these creeps are going to allow him to just suicide upon them.
The perfect circumstance for Lincoln's would have been amazing. Would have protected the Void there from getting doomed, and would have given them an option to use Chronosphere, but not bad considering. Nope, disable on Doom now. He's got no BKB.
Is here. It should be just fine. I think they've got the protection necessary.
misused their skills again. They were expecting Burrow Strike, but a great Hex onto Sand from the Rubik prevents that, or Lift, I guess, lifted him. So no Disable follow-up, so it's okay. But it's looking really good for PuckChamp, in my opinion. Despite the fact that they're behind in net worth, it just feels a little bit easier for them to take fights. They have amazing team fight. That's going to be hard for Unique to fight through. Unless they keep getting double dooms, but now that it's on cooldown, too bad. Roche is going to probably land over on PuckChamp's side.
And it'd be very difficult for them to get into that pit, especially knowing the fact that Faceless Void, of course, does have the Chronosphere, but they are smoked up. Making their way over. They do have the blink over on Ghost Stick. They don't have the vision just yet. The Stampede, the jump forward. They're a little bit early here, but they should be able to go and clean up over onto Desperate. Melee's over on the back lines. He's next to fall. It's a nice Chronosphere here from Krylab, but he just, where's your damage? You don't have a whole heck of a lot other than this Phoenix coming through. Does have the Sunray. They'll try to put out more, but again, they can just slash around as they take down Krylab. And they're still hunting. They want Astral over on these back lines. FN and Bignum just chasing down this poor Burp. They've got the stomp. The Hex is nice, but it doesn't do enough. There's just a Chronosphere off to the side because, you know, it looks pretty. Why not look at it for a little bit? And they managed to get themselves an Aegis online for Palantimos.
Oh, what a fight there. They're just not ready for that on PuckChamp. Most importantly, did they have somebody the right to break smoke? I don't think they did in that circumstance. So the Centaur got on top of them with Inkswell. They were to the north, I think, not to the east. And Unique came from the right instead. Let's take a look once again. Yeah, it was
right
an
behind
illusion.
The tree, but he's just not fast enough with the blink and the Stampede. I think that was hard. Plus the Inkswell, they just had so much going on there.
And they eventually get the Chrono down, but Sand King's already dead. Puck's already dead. The single target damage from Void is not that incredible. And he used BKB to come out and drop the Chronosphere in the first place. So after it's over, he's just completely vulnerable and ends up getting killed. Unique is just initiating better.
They're looking very good here indeed. And not much that they can do. The follow-up with the Epicenter, but it's just so much damage. It's not looking great here. So you're going to be able to get it out now. Melees will fall. And look at the rest of them. They're like, okay, you've used everything here. This is really cute. Takalis is taking all of our mana, but, you know, we just want to hit things. We're big bruisers.
Got the healing ward. Good play. Trying to jump in, slow them down with time dilation, but yeah, damage is one of the issues that they're facing. They did get a shard in that last fight. I think that's where Jugs came from. We know it well. The old spin right click, very effective here, but yeah, the Void damage is just not feeling too great. And this is certainly one of the Battle Fury issues, and one reason why I kind of feel like Maelstrom is just better on the hero. It probably does more damage single target and still makes you farm at a semi-competitive rate. So not sure I like this Battle Fury build on Void. Feels a little bit weird.
There's Stampede. They're hoping they can grab Desperate. They've got to move quickly, though. It's already... Oh, double bounty runes. Oh, he only picks up one, and he's going to get doomed now as well.
He died because of 2 bounty runes, genuinely. He was like, oh god, there's 2. He tried to pick them both up, but then it bottled it, and he had to, like, press it. I don't know. Huge death. That's what you got. You got to leave those traps on the map, guys. Wait until they fall for him, and then you profit.
It's like
very good strat.
It's like in D&D, you know, you find a chest and you're like, oh, sweet, loot. And it turns out to be a mimic. It was a plan the entire time. You fell for it. And now you have a bounty rune, but it's still in your bottle because you didn't get to pop it off. Disaster.
Now their opponents are going to pressure the enemy side of the map again. They have to sit. This loses them warding time, loses them chances to get kills.
Palantimos just walking into your base.
They could stun. Oh, they're thinking about it.
I don't know. All right, yeah, they'll go. They'll commit to it.
No.
But immediately they'll lift right back up again. That's a dead Melees. There's going to be the buyback now from Desperate. Trying to slow over onto the back lines. You get a nice Dream Coil off to the side, but they'll try to go and try to just slow down Krylab, who does manage to go for a Chronosphere, but he's all hooked up with this other teammate here. And again, they'll go. Can they get any more damage down? The slash coming out over here onto the Faceless Void. It's too much. Down goes Krylab. They'll turn their attention to Collins. Astral will go down too. GG's get dropped. Well played. And
they finally got to do the combo, but it just was not enough. Too far behind at this point. Faceless Void's damage is not feeling good enough.